131.
131, yes.
Yes. I want my score for particular Avalane activity to be saved on the device.
I will show on. I have showed this issue last review, so I don't have a device now for all this, but
okay, so I can confirm that it's working because I presented it yesterday. So yeah, and everybody has seen it. Okay, so if Alec's not prepared for that, so we can skip this, I believe.
Okay.
The same with another one by him because I can also confirm that it's been merged. So it doesn't really make sense for him if he's not prepared to go for and get the device and so on, right? So let's continue to 353.
Yeah. So regarding to 353, I will show you my my work. Okay. So regarding to all Zeppelin designs, I have prepared all one out from 4 designs. This and this and this and this, and all 2 and this. So, for example, it's a design for third design from CAD film typing. Another one. Another one is, for example, this.
Okay, so in the meantime, let me explain to you what Alex were doing actually, while he is pointing to some Zeppelin elements. In order to build the design pack, which is actually the skin for an activity, he needs to have examples of different activities containing different different combinations of elements. So we have text, image, text, which means that at the top we have some text. Then we have an image, and then we have text answers, or image text, so we have just one image and text answers and so on.
Just in case, it's for cover all edge cases of activities.
Exactly. And 1.1 means that these are activities, they're single choice activities. 2.x means that these are multiple choice activities. 3.x are fill-in activities, and 4.x are drag and drop activities. And these are just these 4 activity types that we are working on. So what Alec is doing, he is taking every type of activity that has been created in the authoring tool, and he is building the skin for that, so that in the future, in the authoring tool, we can just pick the skin from in the authoring tool, and it should apply a proper look and feel to the activity. So that's the story. That's why he was mentioning these 2.1, etc.
So and developing activities for Avalane is not friendly because this HTTP server is very slow and holding each other activity is very overwhelming for my computer. For example, it's a text 2.1 design for this.
So he receives Zeppelin files, then he needs to fetch an XML file from the Avalanche authoring tool, then create the skin, and finally commit his work to the Git, the repository, so that in the future it can be reused for the Avalanche tool.
So for next sprint, I will prepare 4.x activities, drag and drop, and I have already these issues for example, check color values from Zeppelin and CSS styles, and for example, discuss volume bar in video player.
Yeah. And as I have already discussed it with Arek, it seems that it's a big task which should be split into 4 subtasks. For example, there should be a separate issue for every activity type, because he has currently he has a number of subtasks in one task, and it's difficult for him to manage that. Yet we have decided not to change anything, because at this point it's pointless, because as he is doing it right now, he has the whole everything that he has done, so it's better to stick to that. But in the future, if we have any additional activity types, we're going to have separate issues for every activity type to skin, let's say.
Okay, David.
So my proposal is just move this issue to next sprint, and I will proceed on subtask.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I agree to that, because as you remember, we have been aware that it's going to be the case at the beginning.
Yeah. Yes, David. Okay, so shall we move on to the next one then?
Yes, let's go on.
Okay. So next is, I guess, 360 and RAM. Yes, please.
So hi David, Ramkumar here. I have just worked on 360, but I couldn't able to fix as of now. So I'm just still working on it, David. So in some scenarios, actually the crash is happening. When compared to the previous, actually it was now it was controlled somewhat, but it was not completed fully.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so the crash happens when you log in, right? Is that the moment?
Yes.
Okay. All right. I have already warned the people who are going to present the app to the clients that this may happen. So they need to decide whether they are going to warn the client that this is going to happen, this is still in development, or they are going to avoid logging in. It's their decision. Thank you for making me aware of that, because I could warn them. And okay, I accept the fact that there's going to be a spillover.
Okay. And the same case with 360 when you use?
It's a similar issue.
Okay.
Similar to 360, same case happening when we unlock. When the user is already logged in and we unlock any level, it redirects to a particular level and it crashes. So both are related. We are still working on it.
Okay.
Okay, so moving on to the next one, 362. Hi, David. PEMOB 362 is when I kill and open the app again, the app is stuck in the landing page itself. So, okay, I click on Epic. If I download unit 1, if I download a lesson or a unit, and then if I close the app, I kill the app, and then if I open it again, it was stuck in the landing page itself. That was the issue.
Just a hint from me. Remember that lesson 2 is the smallest one. So I always use lesson 2 for demo purposes because there is just one activity that is pretty short and I keep it like that. So for the future, if you need anything for testing, lesson 2 is the best one.
Okay, then. Okay, the lesson 1 is done. And now I kill the app. If I open the app again, previously it was stuck in the landing page itself. Now it is redirecting to the level 1 page. That
Okay,
was
great.
okay. And one another thing is, I click on unlock. Call to action. Let's go. Wait 1 second. Okay, I scan the QR. Okay, it is. Okay, it is redirected to level 2. And then if I close the app and kill the app and open it again, the same issue, it was stuck. And now it is redirecting to level 2. Even that is fixed. This is what PEMOB 362 is.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay, 309.
Hi David, regarding PEMOB 309, iOS app is not responding on no internet message, also missing for no internet connectivity. I'll show the demo now. Okay, I'll open the app. It was actually, if I off the net, right? Okay. And the app was getting crashed.
So it's not getting updated. Just click home button.
Okay.
Home. David, this thing is not getting updated in QuickTime. Can we just show you in the camera?
Yeah, sure, I can try it myself. Let me do that.
Okay.
Okay, upload.
He's trying it and
Okay.
if you just turn off the Wi-Fi or the mobile data, you'll get a snack bar, right?
Crash issue.
Okay.
The crash issue will be solved.
Okay, yeah, I confirm that everything's working fine.
David, regarding 305, you can check along with that because while clicking on the download icons, when the internet is not there, you'll get an alert snack bar message.
Okay, yeah, you can see that it says you're offline. We're gonna change that at some point because it's too short, right? But we discussed that and we can do that later. Okay.
Okay. Thank you. Moving on to the next story. 303.
You can cover your exact words too.
Yes. So this one we had taken it as a spike and we had converted it as a
Story.
story first. It was a bug. This is the exact number. PEMOB 413. So I have connected my physical device over here, Galaxy X7. So I'm just opening the scan tab over here, and I'm minimizing the app. I open camera, and now I switch to the app back again. The app will get refreshed. The camera tab will get refreshed. And in the same case, if I just lock the screen and unlock it again the camera will get refreshed once again. So this crash issue has been solved.
Okay.
Yeah, next one.
359.
359 and 350.
Just a minute, David. I'll just.
Oops.
So this 359 was about the cloud icon was even though if it's downloaded, it will just flicker for a second. So that was the issue reported. So now we fixed it. So you just connect to QuickTime and okay. So so if I tap download any offline. So I'll just download. I'm just downloading a lesson. So the issue is like if I, for example, if I tap unit 2 and come back to unit 1, this cloud icon for the audio lesson will flicker for a brief second. So now it's fixed now. So I'll just show. Okay, I think. So that is 359 actually. It's
Not really.
yeah.
Not really. Steps to reproduce are completely different. Because you need to unlock unit lesson.
Okay,
you
this
need
is
to
last this build. We have not uploaded the new build. This is this build is older. Actually, we fixed it.
I know, but what you're showing to me is not a confirmation that it is working, because steps to reproduce are completely different. You need to be able to download lessons for Unit 2. And in order to do that, you must first unlock the whole level 1. Then you need to download the only lessons for Units 2 and 3. See the clouds next to the names of these units disappear as per design. And then you need to download all lessons for Unit 1 and then see the cloud next to the name of of this unit disappear, but 2 and 3 appear again. So that's what you need to do in order to prove that it's working right now.
The description is not clear. So what our tester said was like, when we download the lessons for Unit 2 and 3, when we tap on another unit, it will just flicker for a second. So that was the issue he reported to us.
Okay,
so yeah, no,
sorry.
I just show it.
Sorry, but I cannot make it even clearer, right? You have direct steps to reproduce here, what you should tap. So if you want, I can check it and see this in my own build. What you need to do is you need to first unlock level 1, right? So let me do that, and let me see. With the build that I have right now from you, okay, level 1 is not unlocked, so let me unlock it. Okay, so, well, the whole unit level 1 is unlocked right now. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to download all lessons for unit 2 first.
Yeah.
Okay, and for unit 3.
Yeah.
Okay, so now, as you can see, clouds next to Unit 2 and 3 have disappeared.
Yes.
So now what I'm going to do is download all lessons for Unit 1. Okay, they are being downloaded. Okay, it's been fixed.
Yeah.
Because the cloud did not appear again. If I go, yeah.
Okay.
So I confirm it's fixed, right? When I took all the steps that I listed in the description. Giddy.
So moving on to 358. So the app does not remember I have already unlocked the level in certain scenarios. Okay, so that is also fixed now. So earlier what happened was when we unlock a lesson from using the scan tab, instead of tapping the call to action row, if we use the scan tab and unlock a level, when we kill the app and come back again, the app will not remember the unlock level. So that has been fixed now. So if you unlock from any other level, I mean, through either through call to action or through scan, it will work.
Okay, let me check on that, okay? Just to make sure, because this was rather complicated. So let me reproduce all the steps. Install the app. Okay, it's installing. Okay.
You can check it by scanning from both the scan tab and call to action row. On both scenarios, it will work.
No, I cannot install the app. It hangs simply when I try to do that. It's a problem with test light.
Okay.
Let me kill test light and try again. Okay, here we go. All right, install the app. Open the app.
Yeah. Okay. So now you can scan.
Wait. A lesson from Unit 1. Unlock level 1. Okay, kill the app. Open the app. See the call to action rows are back. Confirmed, everything's working fine now.
Okay.
Moving on to the next one.
356.
356. Ram.
So next one is PEMOB 356. As a user, I want to able to remove downloaded content when I'm not logged in to free up some space on the device. Yeah. So can you see my screen the way?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So now I'm moving on to level 1. So as of now, the remove downloaded content is disabled. When I try to
listen to.
Yeah. So if you see the remove downloaded content is disabled because still the icon is download is happening. So now if I go to my profile page, so the button is enabled, and if I give remove downloaded content, so it will remove. And if I go to courses tab, so we'll be redirected to the levels page.
Cool.
So that's all, David.
Very good.
The next one is PEMOB 301. Cloud icon images of hidden for the lock screen, lock cursor. This was happened only in Android screen. Now it was fixed. Also. This was fixed.
Okay.
And the next one is PEMOB 302. It's just increase the font size for practice. Just a way picture away. This is the scan help page. This is was fixed now. And then next one is PEMOB 304. Help icon is blur on screen. This was also fixed.
Are you able to see this text, David? Text and the image, I mean the icon?
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay.
It's now clear. This is right.
Last screen animation.
Two 72. I'll show the demo for splash screen. I'll kill the app. This was the splash screen. It's not getting blurred now.
Yeah, I can confirm that because I could see it.
Next.
So 251 was the spillover from last print. So when we download only lesson from unit 1 of level 2, the unit load icon did not disappear. So that was the issue. So I'll just show it here. I've already I'll unlock level 2 now. Okay, with QuickTime the camera is not opening. I'll just disconnect it and unlock it. So now I unlocked level 2. So I'm just downloading lesson 1 of unit 1 level 2. Oh, David, let me just confirm the build again. Can you also check on your side, David? You can download level 2, unit 1, lesson 1. If you download the lesson 1, the unit icon will go off.
Let me see. Okay, so level 2, unit 1. Downloading. Yes, I confirm that.
Okay. I think we have the wrong build product. So that is about 251 David.
Yeah, very completed. 306. Not 6.
PEMOB 306 is when I click on back button. Now we are getting a pop-up here. Previously it was in the landing page and no action was happening there. So it is related, both are interlinked. 306 and 307 is interlinked. So Gautam will explain 307.
David, this one is like you remember previously we were getting the splash screen when I click back button from the courses tab. So now what we have done is we have placed the courses tab as the last one in the stack navigator, and whenever the user clicks on back button from the courses tab, we'll be displaying a message like this, like are you sure you want to exit the application? And when the user clicks on OK, the app will be killed.
Okay.
Yeah.
What happens if I tap the back button in my profile, for example?
Yeah, that's actually that's what the I hope you remember we had discussion regarding. I have found out 2 more scenarios where we have to handle the back button press. So in this case, what's happening is right now we have 2 screens inside the My Profile tab. Namely, when the user, before the user logs in and after the user logs in. So what's happening is that sometimes the screen is getting, the stack navigator is not getting updated properly, and the app is getting exit by itself. So we have a workaround on it, and the solution is like we can have a single page instead of 2 pages over here. If I just sign out, I'll be showing a message again, right? Hello, hello in this case. So instead of having 2 pages in this case, we can group the pages and show the user a single page, and that's one solution which we have found out. We haven't added a story for it separately, but then
What's going to happen if you tap the back button now?
That's the thing, David. Sometimes it's getting the stack navigator is getting updated properly, and back action is handled. But in some cases, the app is getting exit.
Mm-hmm.
So
okay, I need to play with it. I need to play with it so that to see how it behaves in all
sure.
scenarios. Okay.
Sure, David. As of now, we have found out that when the user has logged in and when back is clicked, the app is getting exited. And in some cases, in rare cases, when the user clicks on back button, even before logging in, the app is getting exit, but not always. That scenario is not consistent.
Okay, I'm gonna check on that, and we can discuss that later.
Okay, David. And 307 is, I hope you saw it now. We have to display pop-up and show alert message to the user.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So that one was also done. And 388, it's like, so when I open scan help, oh, sorry. Yeah. So when I open scan help and my profile, the login screen. So if I click on back button, I should disable it because we have the close button over here. Just click on the close button, only then the screen will get popped. And in the same way, I'm clicking login over here. The login screen is getting displayed, and when I click on back button, so if I click on back button over here also, the screen will not get popped. Only if I click the close button over here, the screen will get out of the screen.
Okay.
Yeah. So 399.
That's what those are bugs as part of our data.
Okay. And this one is also shown already, 413.
Yeah. I think we are done with the review. 2 spillovers and yeah, I think 3 spillovers. One is Arik and other 2 are Ram and Evans. So I think can we close the sprint, David?
Absolutely, with pleasure. Okay. Reassures were incomplete. Okay. Okay, closed.
Okay. Okay, I'll just share and display the velocity tracker from Xprint. Sprint 8. Starts on tomorrow and ends on 5th December. So we have a total of 55.5 on Xprint, and for the 5 developers, we would have 38 as velocity. For UI, for Shake, we have 3.5, and for RX 7, and for Newton 7.
Okay, Kalpana, one question. Are we skipping the retro today?
Oh yes, I forgot that.
Well, we can, if you do insist. Well, because I'm busy with another product, so if we could have a retro, sometime later skip it for this sprint, I wouldn't mind.
Okay, so team, shall we have it tomorrow? So we will jump onto the planning now. Okay,
But
David,
if you insist, yes.
we can skip it now and we will proceed with planning. Team, are you all okay with it? Okay. Yeah, David.
Yes, I would just like to thank you very much for this sprint, because we have fixed lots of bugs, and thank you very much for that. Well done. I would also like to thank Aliapan for his help, because well, now I install the app and I know that, well, I can safely use it. so this was a very good choice that we have it in the team, and he is doing his job, because, well, it's really, it helps me a lot, right? So I know that, well, initially it wasn't a bad idea to skip the QA, because we were so, well, the work was so intense that it was necessary to do it quickly. But now I can see that at this point I can't imagine my life without Valepon. Anyway.
Good job, Alex.
Thank you.
It's a great retro point.
Yeah. Just, but I would like to thank all of you. Because, well, this has been a very long sprint, lots of tasks, and we have managed to do almost all of them. And even if there are any spillovers, well, okay, sometimes it happens. Not to say a bad word here. Okay, right. So let's move on to the planning, if possible. So let me share my screen.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me create sprint. All right, so let's start with spillovers. So Arek, Ram, and Ezel. Okay, and now new things. First of all, we have the spike. I want to jump to a particular place in the TOC. We have already discussed that yesterday. Unless you have any questions, no, we are just putting them, and we're going to assign things to people later, or how
We will
we...
assign parallelly and estimation everything parallelly. Yeah, team, that would be cool, right? Okay, so 414. That's a spike. Yeah. Is it for both? Yeah. Veena? It's for Veena, David. 414.
I'm surprised. I thought it was going to be for a QR code master, but it seems Gautam doesn't like anymore. Okay. All right.
Another story, and so we got switch.
Okay. All right. 312. Logged in user when the course is downloading and tapping on scan, screen turns to full white with auto as text in it.
Yeah.
It's for Gautam, David.
David, one more clarification here. The My Profile screen which we had discussed right now, can we take it as a story, improvement story?
You mean the back button thing?
Yes. Because we have to change a lot of things over here, and it would take some time. Like as of now, we have 2 screens, and wherever the cases are involved, we have to change. Actually, it's a lot of change.
Okay, so help me put it. So it's going to be improvement. So as a user,
This is for Android alone.
okay. Okay, as a user, I want the login screen to be presented in one screen. How to put it so that it's clear for both of us.
That would be clear, David.
That is going to be clear for you, right?
Yeah, that's it. That's enough, David.
So that I can use the back button, right?
Yeah.
Okay. How many points?
Just a minute, David.
Mm-hmm.
David, just proceed with other stories, and we'll discuss this one, and lastly we'll estimate it, David.
Okay, so we're not estimating it.
Yeah. I mean, in the last we'll estimate it.
Okay, let me put it in authentication. But are we going to include this one in the sprint?
Yes, David, we'll take it.
Okay, so I should put it without estimation?
I mean, okay. We'll estimate it at the end.
Yeah. David, for this story alone, we will estimate at the end. Gautam is currently checking on something.
Okay, all right, so let's proceed, and we can get back about that in a second. Okay, no problem. Okay. Remove the cancel button from the scan view. This is a task, so we're not estimating it.
Right, yes. And who will work on that task? 443?
David, again,
Yeah,
we had a discussion yesterday, like we should place the cancel button, because once again we'll display a screen when the user clicks on scan tab. David, I guess this one would be required now. I mean, the cancel button will be needed now.
I know what you mean. Okay, all right. Okay, so due to the fact that we're going to have the help view, we need to retain it. Okay, all right, you're right. So I'm going.
When the user clicks on cancel, we'll just pop the camera and display the scan help screen. Am I right, David?
Absolutely, yes, you're absolutely right.
Okay, fine.
Okay, so I'm gonna delete it. Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. As user, I want to be warned that if I don't log in now, I will not have access to the content when the user taps later on the screen, etc. So we have 3 points.
Who will take the ownership? Ram Kumar David. Can we also add the due date?
Oh yeah, you're right.
But I think the 360 is the priority one for you, right? Huh? Thursday. This one. 354. Just a minute. Expecting silent motion. 30th November. 30th November for 354, David.
354. Could you repeat with what date?
Due date would be 30th November.
30th. Okay. 30th.
Yeah, 30. And Brian, for the other one, 360.
Okay.
You don't have the solution yet, right?
Yes.
Okay. How about you, Neville, for 361? Would you be able to give the due date? Okay. What else we are missing? For Gautam, 312?
You did.
Due date for 312?
312. Of course, downloading and good camera it's great. I haven't checked on it actually.
But
Maybe-
Madhyapan has to send the report with the due date.
Friday.
Friday meaning,
I mean, Friday.
are you sure?
Make it Monday, safer side. Monday.
Okay, 27th November.
Okay, yeah.
For which one? Excuse me.
Sorry, 312. Gautam.
312. Okay. And could you repeat the date?
27th November.
Okay. 27th. Okay.
Okay, so moving on to the next one, 311.
Actually, this one is not only for scan menu. I guess earlier when we had a discussion that day. Not
The downloading
only
will be
with
proceeding background.
Yeah. Whenever the user comes out of the download screen, download will stop.
No, David said the download can happen in the
download
background.
should happen in a background unless until if I cancel it
But the
manually.
thing is, not only in scan menu, I'm saying wherever the user goes,
It's available for all screens.
Can update the description.
just update the description. That would be fine.
You can check in your back. Validate.
Okay. I'll be right back in a second. Okay. Please continue. I'll be right back.
Yes, David.
Yes.
David,
Okay, I am pulling 311 into the sprint and
there is another issue. So I think could be duplicate of 311. 8 yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I'm sorry, it was an emergency. Okay, so let's continue. So do you have you come up with anything here?
No, Edu just said there is one other duplication of 311 in backlog, so we are just checking on that.
And the sample course is downloading and tapping on scan menu and footer. Stop the download. And where is the duplicate thing?
Sorry, David. Last name is found out. Yeah, okay.
There is a duplicate in your desktop.
Okay. Check the user description is just one.
That background.
Okay, you can see 363. The next
The other one,
story.
yeah, okay.
So it's the same case.
Both are
He has
same.
mentioned in the 360 at the bottom, you can stops. When you come down to applies, we go back to previous screens. Previous screen or another tab, anything. So any other screen, that's what the scenario is actually. So 311 is a duplicate of 363. So if we fix 363, 311 will be complete.
Okay, so 311 is not
duplicate.
required then?
It's a duplicate.
So
This is a duplication.
3 points. Then 311. For 363, only 2 points.
Yeah.
360, we need 3 points. Instead of 311, just give it 3 points.
David, it looks like we need to descope 311 and pull 363 into the sprint and re-estimate as 3 points for 363.
Okay, so we do not put this one, we just put this one and we give it 3 points. Is that correct?
Right.
Well, I just wonder if it's actually the same thing. Honestly, it might be. It's you know the code better. But here we switch between between tabs.
Yes.
And in this one, we switch between views in a particular scan. Sorry, tab. So I don't know if they behave exactly the same from the code point of view.
Basically, what happens is like when the view goes out of the stack, and when it comes back to that view, so just if you go from the course tab to another tab or another screen, the list of lessons that is displayed is going out of scope and coming back to scope. So when it comes back to the scope, it just gets reloaded with whatever the state there is. So
okay, so if you know the code better. So if in your opinion it's going to be the same fix, then it's okay. Then it's fine with me. For me, it's a duplicate then. But well, it's up to you. Okay, so you want me to give it 3 points and then include only this one in the sprint. Is that correct?
Yes,
okay. That's what I'm doing now. Okay, how about your date?
Mahalakshmi, are you going to work on this?
27th.
27th November.
Yes.
And the assignee, please.
Yes.
Ownership.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, Ezel?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, and I am closing this one.
Yes. Okay.
Okay. To click it.
Okay. 364.
Three, 6, 4.
Yes.
Who's going to take that?
I'll take it.
It's for Gautam, David. And the due date would be?
Monday is one thing. Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Yeah.
Date is
29th.
29th, David. Yeah.
Battery issue.
David, we did some work regarding this today morning. So what we found out was like the battery, I mean the camera alone is not the only thing related to this battery drain issue. What I did exactly was I just disabled the camera and I was using the app without camera. I mean, I took out the code for the camera plugin and I was just using the app. The battery performance level was decreased, but then not as much when camera was involved there. So we have found out a workaround for that. But it's not guaranteed that the battery drain issue. I mean, yeah, I'm not 100% sure about that because in our testing devices we don't even charge it properly, and there are cases when the device is not proper and the battery is getting drained.
Okay.
So
So what's the plan for that? So what's the plan?
so
Are you going to work on that for more or do what?
So what we have planned to do is we'll just, as we had discussed yesterday, we'll place a scan help screen in the scan tab, and when the user clicks on a button or something like that, we'll be navigating to the camera viewfinder.
All right. Okay, but this doesn't solve all the problem, right?
Yeah, that's the point, David. I'm not 100% sure if this will work out. This will solve some cases, but then not the perfect fix, the complete fix. I mean.
All right, that's okay. So we still need to work on this issue and try to find a solution, right?
We can take it up, but then it's not 100% sure, David. That's what I just wanted to tell you.
This is one of the reasons for that. Okay.
Yeah.
So shall we estimate for that solution alone?
Those through 2 on Thursday.
Which two?
436, 37.
436 and 447.
447.
Not 447.
437.
Wait.
Heat.
There was a battery
Phone
issue
heat,
and the heat. Phone heat.
436 and 437 on Thursday, and the estimation would be?
2 minutes.
Okay. 2 points, David, for 436 and 2 points for 437. And due date for both is on Thursday.
Wait. 2 points for this one. Due date, and for whom is it?
It's for
Gautam?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And due date is?
30th.
Thursday.
Okay.
Same for 437.
It will be in a single bill.
Exactly the same, right? So all the issues, everything is for Gautam, etc., right? That. Where are they? Here. Okay. Cool. Okay. All right. So the login screen in one screen. Are you ready, Gautam?
Yes, David, we were just discussing about it, and we can have 3 points for that, David, because there are certain cases to be handled. The remove download content button, enabling and disabling those things. There are a few scenarios to be handled, because whatever we have done in 2 screens now, we have to change it to a single screen and handle the conditions based on that.
But so the let's go. No. The my profile view where when I'm not logged in is going to become so this let's go. When I tap let's go, it is going to turn into the sign in, right?
Yes, David.
Okay, and how are we going to do that? Are you going to create an animation or do what?
We'll simply refresh the screen, David. We'll
No, it's gonna look awful. It's gonna look awful. We need to have some kind of animation so that it looks smooth.
So we can just display an animation like signing in or something like that. Is that fine, David? A loader kind of thing?
No.
Okay.
So could you find me because there might be some pieces of code for animations in React Native, and maybe you can find something and send it over to me so that I can review them and tell you which one is fine with me.
Sure, David. We'll look into it, and
I don't want it to just switch between one screen or the other or reload. It's going to look awful. I don't want to. I don't want Pearson apps to look awful anymore. So okay. So let's try to find something. Okay. So,
okay, then. Sure.
All right. So due date.
David, can I know which one is the priority in this? I mean, the list of tasks. I mean, the stories. Based on that, we can assign the due date also.
This one's the least important, I'd say.
Least important. Then make it Thursday, David, 30th.
Okay. All right. Okay. And also Gautam. It's also for Gautam. No, he's gonna blow. Gautam, you're gonna blow this sprint. So.
You already taken 2 stories.
Elil will take it, David.
Okay.
The date is 30th, Thursday.
Could you repeat?
The date is correct, David. 30th, it's correct, and Elil, yeah.
Okay. As always, not going to blow. Okay. All right. 440.
David, already Ram and Elil is working on it. 360 and 361 login.
Okay, so it's a duplicate.
Okay, maybe
Yes?
Then this all. If not fixed, then we'll work on it.
Okay. Should I keep it in the backlog or close it as a duplicate?
It can be in the backlog. After completing 360 and 361, we'll close it there.
We'll take it up.
Check and close it.
Okay.
Okay, but we're not putting it in the sprint, do we?
Yes.
Okay. All right. If I do allow the app to use the camera and open the scanner, I can see a blank screen. I should see a label.
Two points. It's for Mahalakshmi. It's for Mahalakshmi, Dalit.
Okay.
We are just going to display text. Am I correct, David? Like you should enable to. I mean, you should enable the camera to use the application.
Yes, exactly. Yes, exactly.
Awesome.
But please make it make the label look as all the other labels, like for example when we are signing out and so on, right?
Okay.
So use the same color and the same font.
Sure,
Sure,
David.
Okay. And how about the due date?
Wednesday.
29th, Dalit.
29, right?
Yeah. 4:30 to this one.
Okay. There is a spike here.
Yeah. And that's for Maha.
Okay. Net of line. Instead of staying in the current page, it is redirecting to course page when net comes and goes back. You have it estimated.
2 points we have not estimated. Right?
Yes, 435.
We did not estimate. So we discussed to estimate today. Okay. 2 points for that story, David, and it's from Mahalakshmi.
What happens if I put it here? Okay. And the due date?
24th November.
This Friday, right?
Yes.
I think next is Sheikh.
Okay. So shake.
Tomorrow for sure. Will you be able to give it bill tomorrow?
Let's make it along with Maha's bill. or something.
Friday we will give the first bill. Tomorrow he will be done, but the bill will be given on Friday only along with others for Sheikh's story. That's a simple one and he will complete it tomorrow. But he will give the bill only on Friday. Okay, next. Okay, so for 308 it is going to be Sheikh. And due date would be tomorrow, 22. And then comes the Shani mission 248, 249, 249, not estimated.
Just a minute, David. A small discussion here.
Okay.
Thanks for holding up, David. We had a small discussion. Like the next few stories are related to the animation. Like when
Push
I open a level, there is no push animation, and 249 there is no pushback animation. So what we felt is like we'll just update you regarding the animations used in React Native application, and based on that we can take these stories in the next sprint. I mean the animation related stories. Instead of that, we can we take the next
250.
yeah
250.
from 250. I mean,
250.
that one is
push
also
value.
Also related
push
to
animation.
Okay, so you wouldn't like to take these animation-related tasks in this sprint, right?
Exactly, David.
Okay, but are we going to put some spike on the animation thing then in the sprint?
If required, we can take in the next sprint.
We
Already
take
we
it.
have. We can have 1 or 2 small stories again in this.
Not just spikes.
36 points. Along with it, if needed, we can take 1 or 2. Yeah, okay. It's 8. We can have a few more, but apart from the animation part.
So, David, even the spike, the team suggests to take it up in the next sprint. Instead, we can take other stories.
Some other things, David. Apart from the animation related, segue related things.
Yeah, I can see that you do not like this animation thing. What's wrong?
Yes, it's sprint 1, right?
You definitely do not like it because yesterday we stopped at this point with estimations. What's wrong with that? Could you tell me?
We haven't found a proper solution for that, David. Actually, that's the thing.
Okay.
Like in a React Native application, the animation and all will be handled entirely by the OS in whichever phone it's running. For iOS, it will use the native things, and for Android, it will use the native things. But then we are, if we try to override it, there is no animation at all.
All right. Okay. So let's discuss that next time. But we cannot avoid it. At some point we need to fix that.
Sure.
Okay. So PEMOB 49. As user, I want to be able to move to a registration screen from the login screen to register a new account. We have a mockup. Let me provide a link to it in the description. Let me show it to you as well. We are just going to open the view. We're not going to do the process. We're not going to register accounts yet because we need backend for that.
Yeah.
What I would like us to do is just build the view. Okay? So it's like that. And that's for the place where, okay. So we have new to peers and create an account. Right? So this is what it's about. Okay, so can we estimate it? Let me show you the screen. Okay, so here we have the link.
Yes.
So
So
that's what it should look like. But we're going to change it a bit, right? So first of all, you need to be able to go back to sign in. You need to provide some data, right? But I'm going to confirm what the data should be. It might change a bit, okay? I'm going to confirm that today or tomorrow.
Okay. So without any functionality, we are creating the screen with these text fields and buttons.
Yes, exactly. We're not providing any functionality. So create account can be all the time disabled. Okay.
have sign-in option there, right?
So this validation part and all, I mean, is that necessary, David, or?
Well, we could do the validation part. Yeah, we could do the validation part because we are going to still validate things on the app side. So we could do the validation, right? And we can have a separate session at which we're going to determine how we validate each and every field. But let's have it when I have finally determined what the fields are going to be. Okay.
Okay, David.
So 3 points. Fine.
3 points along
3
with the
points.
UIs.
Yeah. 3 points, David. And
Okay.
it's for Veena.
For Veena, right? For Veena, was that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. And due date?
Judy.
29th, I
29th.
guess. Yeah, 29th.
This one?
29th, yes, David.
Okay. Animation. Okay, this one's for later. A box, I'm still not sure about it. When I scan a QR code and open activity, I'm taking the courses tab. No, this is related to the spike that Veena is doing right now. Oh, I think that we should stop right now for this sprint.
Yes, David. I think should be enough.
Yeah, we have 39.
Yeah.
So yeah, so for next time we're going to have some polishing things unless some unexpected things happen, right? And we're going to face the animation part. No, let's leave it for later. Let's do that either offline or do it later. So yeah, so I think that we can stop right now. Yeah, I think that will be okay. If it turns out that you're free, then we can add some minor things from the backlog in the course of the sprint.
Yeah.
Okay, so may I start it?
Yeah, sure. Team, are we all okay?
Yes.
Yes, David, we can start.
Okay. 21st, which is so as of tomorrow, right? Not today.
Yeah, Yes. 22nd to 5th December.
And until the January, no, December. Okay, the 5th, right? Okay. Brilliant. Okay, so the sprint has been started.
Okay. So, are we having retro tomorrow then?
Well, if you don't mind, let's have it now, because we still have 30 minutes to go. I thought I wanted to finish by 1, so we can have the retro now, if you want.
Okay. I'll just share the link here in the Hangouts.
Okay.
Okay. So let's take 5 to 10 minutes to fill the sheet, and once everybody is ready, we can review the points.
Okay.
So we are. Sorry about that. So we are ready from our end. So if David and Arek is ready, we can start reviewing the retro points.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll just share my screen. Is me? What's happening? Did you put this or is it from the previous one?
No, previous one.
Then I must delete this.
That can be added for this filter. Input.
Okay, it's from previous one. Plenty of bugs have been fixed, yes. And we still have few more bugs in the backlog. And team, please ensure in the future sprints when we develop new feature, avoid having bugs in us. Right? That's right. he will have his testing job anyways for your test. I mean, we must reduce the time for the optimization. Okay. And then building the design pack is progressing nicely. Yes, thanks Arek for that.
Yes.
And got built on time, and so many major bugs have been addressed. Most of the Android crash issues has been fixed. Okay, thank you team for fixing those issues. So what not went well? Last minute commits is not good to upload. So can we close this?
Yes.
David, I am closing this since we followed that properly in this sprint.
Well, I think so. We can close it. Yeah. Nothing.
Previous retro points. Okay, this is the point. Many bugs in the builds. Can we close this as well, David?
Yes.
Okay. Major and critical bugs appear despite QA.
Closed.
Yeah. Developers need to be ready with the proper. Yeah, this I raised it because I have noticed that in our previous demo as well. We must be ready with the proper build and also connected with the devices. And exactly at the time of the demo, we must start the meeting on time. Do not extend for connecting and for waiting for the build. Yeah.
No new build should not be triggered.
No.
The build which I tested last day should be.
That should be the one used for the demo as well. Yeah.
Okay. The same test variable.
Yes. I've noticed this in the previous demo as well. We must avoid that. Okay, agreed. So next area of improvement is targets. Yeah, we have started following this. So shall I close it? Okay. People would love to receive a bill before the review. I think David, you are getting the bill nowadays.
Yes.
Earlier.
Closed.
Okay. We can have team references on me, and I'm still keeping it open. Sorry about that. It's just since Arek is there, I have to plan in that way. Provide some JIT workflow. This is all done, right?
No, it's not.
Oh, yes. That main chain is still open, I guess, right? Okay.
Has anything changed? Has anything changed again?
So who will take the ownership and Maha?
Yes.
Chennai team and Poznan team should come to a conclusion on this.
Guys, let's have it done by tomorrow, because well, this was supposed to be done for the previous sprint, and nothing has changed yet. So please, let's make sure that we start doing something tomorrow. And we already discussed that we should have at least 2 branches. So develop and release, plus branches for different tasks. But if you believe that tasks are too granular, let's have at least separate branches for every possible epic. We have a few epics in Jira. So we have activities, authentication, product management, UI improvements, TOC. So let's have at least these, if you mind having separate branches for different tasks. Even though this one would be better, but let's have at least these epic things, and then we can commit to develop, and Valjapan can build it for himself and test it there. Okay.
You are ready already, right? When Arik is ready, you will be able to pull the build yourself and not depend on you. Pulling the build.
Need some time to be in masterpiece. I mean, I'm just in the beginner level.
Right.
I need some time.
But you are done with the KT?
Yeah, everything has been finished.
Okay, so you'll be able to pull, right?
I have not given the KT. I have not taken the KT. He just said me what are the procedure to take the build. That's only I know.
You have not
got the KT.
So he's ready to pull the build himself. Maybe you can try it next time. If not, get help from Arik or from David. Okay. Okay, and for this, the main chain, what are we going to do? Mail that Arik sent 2 weeks ago. We need to close that. We need to come to a conclusion and then close that. Tomorrow during Scrum, we have a discussion. Okay, so we will discuss that tomorrow during Scrum, David.
Okay, but please discuss it also before the Scrum so that you have an opinion on that, okay?
Yeah, David, okay. And then wording of bug reports during QA must be clearer.
I think we can close it. Well, it's still not my wording, but sorry about that. No, it's just I think in probably in other terms, but let's close it. It's clear enough. It's fine.
Okay. Appreciation, the team for plenty bug fixes and improvements in quality. Thank you, team. And Valjapan for giving people confidence about quality. Thanks, Valjapan. You are the only QA resource in this team and you managed to close all the bugs. And proper QA handoff happened in PEMOB Sprint 7. Thank you, team, and please keep up the same in the future sprints as well. Okay. So anything else that we need to discuss? That's it. Anything from your end, David or Arik?
No, from mine. No, Arik.
Okay, fine. So then let's meet tomorrow and have Scrum as well as the conclusion for branching. Logic flow.
Brilliant. That was quick. That was great. Okay. Thank you very much. See you tomorrow.
Thank you. Thank you all. Bye.
Bye.
David, hold on for a minute.
Yes.
Yes.
David, so about backend services. So, do you have any
updates regarding backend?
Any structure of the services, anything like that has been decided, or?
I wish I had. The problem is that